Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is what we call the stick RDL. So this is to kind of teach you good hip movement. The reason we use a stick is because what we want to do is learn how to move our hips without that excess movement in your back that we were talking about in the article. So here's what we do. We're going to put the stick on your back, and we're looking for 3 points of contact. We want your butt, your upper back, and the back of your head, okay? Step back here, probably see it a little better. I'm going to look straight ahead. And all I'm going to do here is maintaining those 3 points of contact. I'm going to push my butt straight back and come back up. So what the stick is doing is if I lose a point of contact, the stick's going to let me know. Okay, so if I do that, that's moving through the low back. If I do that, that's moving through the low back. Okay, so this is going to help me keep those 3 points of contact in gear. Okay, another thing I'm doing there is with my feet and my legs. Okay, you can't see my feet, but they're there. They're right underneath me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to really pay a lot of attention to them. And this is something you can do on a pretty regular basis as well. I like to say grab the floor with your feet. Think heel, big toe, little toe, like a claw, grab. And what I'm going to do from this point is if I'm standing on a piece of paper, I'm going to grab that piece of paper with my feet and I'm going to try to pull it apart with my feet, okay? What this is doing is it's giving me tension through my legs, through my hips, all the way up here. And as I'm performing that move, I'm trying to pay attention to that tension. I'm trying to make sure it's even on both sides, okay? So if I notice that I have a lot more on one side, not enough on the other, that also can give me a hint on some unevenness in my hips or my legs or something like that, and that's something else that can also lead to back pain, and that's something to work on, okay? So practice that, and again, it's about that good hip movement while keeping your back straight, okay? So one more time. Butt, upper back, back of your head, grab the floor, push your hips straight back, maintaining those 3 points of contact. Okay, so this exercise is called the wall reach, and this is for your shoulders, for shoulder health. So as we mentioned in the article, a lot of issues with the shoulders have to do with your shoulder blades, which are these kind of muscles right here. So what happens classically with people with shoulder issues is their shoulder blades do not move, okay? Everything's kind of locked in place. So when they reach with their hands, when they reach forward, what tends to happen is they elevate, okay? So any kind of arm movement, they wind up in this kind of position, okay? Something like that. The other thing that happens classically is that their head moves forward. So when they're reaching for something or they need to move, the head kind of goes forward. So they wind up in this kind of position, okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to get up against the wall. We're going to put our butt, upper back, back of your head against the wall so that your back is nice and lined up. And all I'm going to do is bring my arms forward and reach as far forward as I can. I'm going to extend my arms out and take a nice, good, deep breath right through my belly here. Big exhale. When I do that, I'm going to teach myself how to pull those shoulder blades, move from the shoulder blades. Because what will happen most of the time when people reach, so if you just have people not against a wall and just say, reach your arms forward as far as you can. People with shoulder pain are generally going to look something like this. Okay? You can even tell them, just keep that nice good posture, reach as far forward as you can. It's going to be like this kind of a thing, okay? Which we don't want. What we want is this, okay? The wall is going to help you do that, okay? So when you do this, really pay attention to that shoulder blade movement and your head position, which is very, very important. It's kind of a lost thing for some people. That head comes forward, shoulders kind of come up, okay? So those are a couple things that can help.